If someone was not regular with morning and evening adhkar and suspects evil eye because people praise without taking name of Allah, is it enough to just do the adhkar regularly, or does he have to go through the system mentioned by scholars who mention reading Al-Baqarah and other ayat of the Quran, etc., for a few days to be blown over water and drank, etc.? Is that proven from Sunnah? The protection with the adhkar, which is also with the ruqya, is of two types. There is, wiqaya, to be protected, and also there is ilag, and there is means of cure, or taking means of cure. So to be protected is definitely to do the adhkar in the morning and in the evening and so on. And if someone is afflicted by any of these evil things, then they still should cure themselves with the morning and the evening adhkar, and with the extra things that you mentioned, like reciting Surah Al-Baqarah, as the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ states that, and it's also for means of protection. As far as the drinking or reciting and blowing into over water and things like this, there's no hadith that talks about this. But the ulama, those who mentions that, and it was done from some of the people of the early generations of Islam, they were doing it as mean of cure, and not doing it as a mean of worship. So worship, no one is to introduce anything in worship. It becomes bid'ah. But when it comes to medicine or means of cure, then the matter is more easy. And since the Quran is shifa, is cure, so some had done these types of ways of seeking cure by the Quran, by the recitation of the Quran or blowing over water and things like this. But it's best, of course, to having the heart. What's best is for the heart to be strong, to rely upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fully, that everything is by Allah. And if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not allow for it to happen, it would never happen. And to be patient with the qadr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to rely with one's heart upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to push it away from oneself, with that strength and this power of the heart, by relying upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changes the situations by the will of Allah, and to be patient with whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decreed, and to follow the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, and to repent to Allah and seek forgiveness from Allah, and to make the adhkar. And definitely, no doubt, Surah Al-Baqarah is to be recited. If a person is able to do it on a daily basis, and to make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one that cures. Wallahu a'lam. Well, the minimum, how frequently should Al-Baqarah be read? The minimum, as it's mentioned, the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, that whoever recites it, the shayateen do not enter the home for 3 days. So if you can recite it every 3 days, mashallah, this is good, or to be distributed among the people of the household. It's not a must, it's not an obligation, but it's something that should be definitely done if people have the means.